Bro, the tail wagging, let it go. Morning, Papa. Hey, before you go in the bathroom, look. I'm not talking to you. Look, Mama's getting her edges back. Look at it, look at it.
That one right there.
No, they weren't. Thank you. Shade. The shade of it all. The dishwasher is going, which is why I have my little Kroger cup right here. But I just got off work. You know, I've showered. I've poured up. I've been drinking though. I'm off tonight, so I don't have to go in. So girl, shout out to Ronnie the Voice. When you get up, when you work nights and you get off work and honey, you pour you a little drink, or you're still up and you just have the energy to review and you watch shows and you review. Shout out to Ronnie the Voice. I fuck with him. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen. If you're new, if you're returning, what's up? It's time, y'all. Basketball Wives season 9. Okay, now listen. Last season I felt away because Zena. No. Last season I felt away because they really fucked with OG. And I did not like that. I did not like that. They played that girl. Everybody tried to act like she was so aggressive that they didn't even want to sit on stage with that woman. But I watched the first episode. It wasn't too much. I mean, like, it was any typical Basketball Wives or any typical reality TV show first episode. I mean, like, if you didn't catch the first episode, you can move on. Like, it's okay. It was just a catch up of, you know, they've been gone since 2019, I think. So they were filming in 2020. And I noticed that in most of the scenes, they made a point to put like timestamps on like what time or what day it was that they were filming, like days prior to the lockdown for COVID for 2020. So, you know, we usually get reality TV shows like a year later. So it makes sense. The episode starts off with Shawnee. She didn't have anything going on. Let's skip. So Phoebe goes to Evelyn's house and they catch up. Phoebe is dating Damian Barry, which I have absolutely no idea who he is, but he is a retired football player. And he's talking about marriage. I really don't care anything about Phoebe, to be 100% honest with you. Like, I didn't care about Phoebe when she first came on. I definitely don't care about her now. So Evelyn is wanting to move to a gated community. She brought up the 2019 shit when OG was calling that ass out about her being a colorist and calling out racism and shit. Evelyn sat here last season, girl, and she acted like she had not hopped on tables, like she has not thrown bottles, like she has not gotten in somebody's face, like she has not run up on people that were completely disengaging and walking away from a situation. And then she wanted to start crying. If y'all didn't peep, Phoebe was looking like, are you crying? Right, girl, are you crying? Why? You did some things and you said some things that you shouldn't have said. And you kind of let your slip show last season. And she had been saving all the posts and everything that had been going back and forth between her and OG back in 2019 because she had to show all of that stuff to her attorney. I mean, I guess, girl, for her defamation claim. But we know now that was thrown out. So she had no case. And like I said in my review, whenever she was first, when the allegations first came out that she was trying to sue OG, I said all OG would ever have to do is pull footage of how Evelyn has acted in her past seasons of being on Basketball Wives. Her aggressive behavior, that hood-like mentality where I can just pop anybody in your body and it's not going to come back on me. No. Shawnee's at the tattoo parlor with her son. Her son is getting tatted in tribute of Kobe and Gigi. And I guess she tells them that she decided to move to Houston so that way she would be able to be closer to them. Okay, we're gonna move on. Jackie met with OG. And OG came in still looking like a brick house, honey. She still looks good from last season. So OG's retired. Did I put that in here? Yeah, so OG's retired. And her and Kwame are building a home. Jackie brings up the defamation case. And OG says that she never defamed her. She only ever called it how she saw it. And then she said that, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So she said she only called it how she saw it. And at that point, she felt like she had a right to put it on her personal social media. Like, she has a right to do that. I mean, just like anybody has the right to do that. We all put our thoughts and our opinions on social media. Hence what I'm doing right now. Like, I don't feel like I'm defaming anybody. I'm not defaming anybody. These are my thoughts and opinions. And you can't keep me from having one. So Jackie asked if she thought that it was a big deal. Like, if it was really a big deal between the two of them. Or if OG thought that this was, or if they thought that this was a situation that everybody through social media just blew this up out of proportion. OG said absolutely not. We're not going to blame it on what the thoughts around people said. Like, she did that. She's going to be accountable for her actions. It's not about what everybody else thought. She said that. And really, I feel like sometimes you don't, ooh, taste this. So Jackie said Evelyn didn't come off as a racist to her. And that she thinks Evelyn is just a hot-headed asshole. And she doesn't know her to be a racist or a colorist. Okay, girl. So Jackie brings up Malaysia and says that she wants to reconcile. Jackie asked if OG would be open to her and Shawnee having a conversation. OG said she never had a problem with Shawnee. And I believe that. I believe that OG really never had a problem with Shawnee. Her main problem was Evelyn. But at the same time, though, Shawnee, you don't hold your best friend to the fire. When your best friend is out of line, you tell her she's out of fucking line. Period. You don't, I mean, like, that's your duty as a best friend. That's doing your due diligence as a good friend or as somebody of good character. No, I'm about to call you out whenever you're wrong. I don't have to call you out in front of people. Like, it didn't have to be on a reunion. She didn't have to, I don't think OG was even looking for that. I just feel like, me personally, as a viewer, I was looking for Shawnee to take some accountability. Evelyn uses her friendships to her advantage. Like, I feel like she thinks that anytime that she comes at people wrong, there are going to be people that are around her that are going to be able to bail her out. No, bitch. Stand in your shit. So Evelyn, Phoebe, and Malaysia take a cooking class. This was a cooking class for Phoebe, by the way, because Phoebe apparently cannot cook. So I don't know if she can't cook or if she's just not the best cook. This cooking class was just them talking about the communication between Phoebe and her man. I don't want to see this. This is a lot of, like, each person narrating their own story, which granted every first episode. That's why I keep saying I hate first episodes. I hate premieres. Because it's just a catch up of what everybody has been doing. And they haven't been doing anything that we haven't been doing. We've all been quarantining. If you're not an essential worker, you've all been quarantining. Everybody is stuck in the fucking house. Everybody has gone to the store and they've been out of toilet paper and out of fucking tissues and meats and shit that you would be able to get on a normal day. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It's interesting to see what they're going to do with the rest of the season. But I will say that you know how at the end of the first episode they do like a teaser of what's to come for the season, and it looks good. It does look good. I'm not gonna attest that. It does look fucking good. And Shawnee and Jackie link up for Shawnee to tell Jackie that she's moving to Houston. She takes it well. Jackie brings up OG to see if Shawnee is willing to have a conversation with OG regarding the colorism shit. And she said that she loved to sit down and have a grown woman conversation with her to see why she felt the way that she did. But wasn't it obvious though? I would think that it's obvious. You've got 2 light-skinned girls, 3 plus Phoebe, that are ganging up on this one chocolate, thick Nigerian woman. And you feel too aggressive. Now, Jen and OG are probably the same fucking shade. Off by maybe 1 or 2. No. OG and Jen are the same. OG, Jen, Kristen, they're all the same fucking shade. And Malaysia, before she started doing whatever the fuck it is she doing, because when Malaysia first got on the show, well, Malaysia wasn't dark skinned, but I mean, shit. If you can't see that there are 3 chocolate women, dark skinned women who are darker than the lighter 2 who are being fucking mean girls, but you only have a problem with OG. OG is the only one that you're calling ugly. OG is the only one that you have that much heat for. You're gonna tell me that doesn't look a little bit colorist in the slightest? Okay. So Shawnee and I guess her name is Liza Morales. She's the ex-girlfriend of Lamar Odom. They meet up. Evelyn shows up to join. Liza's house hunting. Shawnee asks how her family is, and she says, we're good, but Lamar's drama is having an effect on the kids. And in turn, it has an effect on her. She said that her kids' relationship with their father has always been up and down, especially dealing with his mental health. But the fact that it's been played out publicly has been hurtful. She says that she's constantly picking up the slack for Lamar not having his shit together. Fucking AKA. Because she sat there and she said, you know, there are things that you have to do to get your shit together. You know, it's one thing to be happy. It's another thing for you to be healthy. You know what I mean? So, you know, like she's talking to Evelyn and Shawnee in the shop. And she's just like, I pick up the fucking slack. A lot of the fucking times. But you know what though? Most single mothers do. She said that she's moving to LA. But the way she made it seem was that she was moving to LA because, like, she wants to get away from Lamar's drama, or she wants to get away from, like, all the social media drama and stuff like that. But, like, LA girl, LA ain't the place to move if you plan on getting away from any drama. Especially if you're not about to be out here on this reality TV show. You're not about to get any privacy. LA is not the move. So that just kind of made me feel like, I caught a side eye for little Liza, whatever her fucking name is. So OG and Kwame, they go mattress shopping, and she lets him know that she plans on linking with the girls to talk about everything that's happened. Next scene, Evelyn, Malaysia, and Liza meet up at the laundromat for charity work. Evelyn ends up asking Malaysia if she would consider a one-on-one with Jackie before Jackie's farewell party for Shawnee, because Jackie invited everybody. So she wanted to know, like, you know, so would you talk to her before then? And I can understand Evelyn wanting to ask, like, are you willing to sit down and talk to her, especially if she knows that Jackie plans on extending the invite. I would want to know. I would want to know if, you know, she would accept, if she wouldn't. Like, would you be open to a conversation with her? Because I know that the last time that y'all left off, it was rocky, and there's a mutual event that's about to go down. So I just want to know if, you know, maybe I need to air some things out before that event comes here. Just as a suggestion. I could see myself doing that to a friend when I'm in the middle, when there are two friends on the opposite sides of me that are going at it, but I'm the mutual party between the two of them. So I would want to know, like, how do you feel? Because I know that she plans on inviting you, but if you're not going to accept the invite, I would rather tell her that. Like, I'll save her that. I will still be telling this friend over here the truth that she's not going to accept your invite. So save that. I would rather be the one to tell her that. Like, girl, she's not, don't worry about it, because she's not ready. You know what I mean? But my heart would completely be in the right place. I wouldn't be doing that out of trying to be messy. But Evelyn didn't seem like she was trying to be messy until the next fucking scene when, oh, hold on, I'm jumping. Hold on, wait. Phoebe and her dude go to the batting cages. I don't care about that. I'm not about to sit here and talk about that. Malaysia and Evelyn. Oh, okay. So until, okay, Evelyn and Malaysia pull up for a drink, pull up for whatever, pull up for a link up, a meetup, and they want to start the conversation off just very light, just very normal, just, you know, like, girl, what's going on, this, that, and the third. And then she say, well, listen, I know that we had a conversation about you potentially having a one-on-one with Jackie, but I really feel like you all should probably get whatever it is that you all, whatever issue it is that you all have, y'all probably need to get that out before the farewell party. And then in fucking pops Jackie. That is where, bitch, Evelyn, you don't have any fucking boundaries. These ladies, a lot of the times, they overstep their fucking boundaries. And that's why I said it's hard for me to get too invested as far as trying to distinguish what's real and what's for fucking TV. Because, again, this could be a very producer-influenced scene. Now, granted, Evelyn is the motherfucker to go with it. And to hear a command and say, okay, cool, I'll make it happen. I'll get them together. But when it comes to loyalty and when it comes to friendship and when it comes to you all being friends off the show, it doesn't look like you all are friends off the show. I just very vulnerably and very genuinely explained what I would do as a mutual party. So that way I don't seem as though I'm hopping the fence with either or, because it is hard to be a middle person. It's hard to be a middle person, and you want to stay as mutual as possible. You want to stay as I'm not taking sides as you can. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, and understand that I don't stand for Evelyn. I don't fuck with Evelyn. I could care less about, like, Evelyn has left the worst taste in my mouth as long as, like, in her tenure with being on the Basketball Wives, and it has only gotten worse. She had me fooled there for a second or two where I thought that Evelyn had got her shit together. But then she still consumes herself with this messy shit. And then she wants to act like she's so above sitting in front of, girl, don't even let me get started on Evelyn and her behavior last season. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just saying, if I were in Evelyn's spot, bitch, you overstepped your fucking boundaries. When you took one friend out for a drink, and you take that and then you call that other friend that you have beef with, that friend has beef with, to the fucking drink, to the fucking restaurant, or to the damn bar, or wherever it is that y'all choose to go, and you pop her on your friend. I would never. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bitch. Because I can't control my homegirls. Now, understand that I, by experience, I have been in between two baby mothers to the same baby daddy. I didn't cross wires, bitch. Because that could have been an explosion. I don't want that blood on my hands. Let them work that shit out themselves. You have to be neutral. You have to. And if you're not going to be in the middle, bitch, you're going to be on left or you're going to be on right. I done forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. Boundaries. Boundaries, girl. Because what the fuck does that look like when you know we just had a conversation and you asked me if I would have a conversation with Jackie. I'm putting myself in Malaysia's shoes. You just asked me if I would have a conversation with Jackie. And I told you, yeah, I don't know. Let me pray on it. Let me think about it. And then when we link up, she pops up. I didn't tell you I was ready. And even if I did, that still don't mean 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. Bitch, I might still need 2 or 3 months. You don't know that. Just because I tell you I'm willing to have a conversation with her, that doesn't mean as soon as you can arrange it. Fault Malaysia for not being specific. Cool, fine. But Evelyn still should have asked. She still should have asked her friend. And like I said, if they were real friends outside being co-workers, bitch, I'm going to let you know. Are you comfortable with us going out to dinner on such and such day? If I could arrange for us to all meet out and go out to dinner or go out for a drink, would you be okay to do that? Because if you're not ready, let me know. Let me know that now. Maybe that's where me and that's clearly where myself and Evelyn are different. I can't get down with Evelyn. I can't. This video is going to be way longer than it needs the credit for. And Malaysia dipped the fuck out. Malaysia dipped. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You're not about to pull that on me. I told you a while ago that I would be open to a conversation with such and such, and we link up and you tell me nothing beforehand. You don't, I mean, like, just nothing, and this bitch walks in. I'm gone. Goodbye. Now, Jackie went in her confessional and she did say that it was hurtful that Malaysia has not given her the chance to speak her piece and to say her side. And I will say that it's been a while. If it's been as long as it seems like it's been. Now, granted, Malaysia and Jackie have a long history. And we don't know how long they've known each other, like, even before the show. But this has been on 9 seasons. And I can assume that within 9 seasons or 9 years of being in close quarters with somebody or working with somebody, that you have made a connection with them and that you have some sort of relationship with them. So I can understand where Jackie would feel slighted, or where she would feel like, really, you're not going to give me the opportunity to say my side at all. I understand that, and I felt bad for Jackie. But in the same breath, I still have to say that as much as we like to tell people to let things go, we like to put time limits on how long it takes for people to heal. And you can't do that when you've been the person who has created the offense. You see what I'm saying? You can't be the person to commit the offense and say you're sorry or apologize and think that that person should get over it in such and such time. You can't do that. You don't have the right to do that. Those are not your grounds, and they're not you. And I even said in my review, I know I've said plenty of times, I'm sure in a review or two, somebody could catch me telling somebody to get over it. And yes, I have said to get over things. It's time to move on. But in the grand scheme of things, that is my opinion. That amount of time is reasonable for me. It might not be for that person. And that's where you call it an opinion. Because that's not in the book. That's not in the guidelines. That's not in the rules and regulations. I don't have to get over it at any time. I'll get over it when I'm good damn it ready to get over it. So, that's a double-edged sword. It is. It's one, and it's very contradictory. I understand that. Honey, I'll own up to it. There are even zodiac signs out there who just don't let shit go. I'm not going to let you off that easy. There are people who are like that. I'm not one. If I have it out with you and we both speak our piece, then that's just, it is what it is. If it's been long enough and we come back around, I can definitely be cordial. I'll keep you at arm's length, girl. It doesn't hurt my feelings to keep anybody at arm's length. As a matter of fact, that's probably the best way that I prefer to keep most relationships is arm's length. Not too close, but close enough. The people who are absolutely closest to me, I love y'all. If y'all are watching me, I love y'all. Girl, I ran off all on my shit. But anyway, so, and I mean, really, truthfully, that was the end of the episode because Jackie ends up getting a call, I guess, from a few of the vendors who are supposed to be there for Shawnee's farewell party, and they're canceling due to COVID. It is what it is for a premiere episode. Like I said, most premiere episodes for a season are not going to give you much other than a catch-up. You're not going to get much drama in one episode unless shit has gone down in a season. They did put the trailer out, like they did a teaser for the rest of the season, and it does look pretty good. So as long as they can keep my attention, I'm here. I'm not telling you that I will be on time next video. I am just saying subscribe, put your notifications on, and you'll know when I'm here. But until next time, I'll see you then.